Okay, so today we're going to be talking a lot about finding the nth term. What we'll do is we'll try to find the difference in a sequence and use the difference to write a rule.
Can you have Hannah Gorman check out, please?
Yes, she's on her way.
Thank you.
So the very first thing we need to do, though, is we need to talk about function notation just a little second bit so we can make sure that we can write this correctly. So in the past, you've seen something that looks like this, y equals 4x plus 5. Okay? And we know how to substitute 15 into this. This is going to be y equals 4 times 15 plus 5. 4 times 15 is 60. We say 60 plus 5. We have y equals 65. Okay? Now, there's also something called function notation. All it's saying is there's some function. That's what the f means, is function. The variable that we're going to use in the function is going to be x. So the right side of it looks identical, though, right? It's 4x plus 5. The same thing over here is 4x plus 5. So all this is saying is a function in terms of x. Okay? So if we wanted to substitute 15 in for it, we would just write, hey, f of 15. We're replacing the x with a 15. So all that really means is that wherever there's an x, we're going to put a 15. So we'll say 4 times 15 plus 5. That's still going to be 60 plus 5. And now we just say, instead of saying y, we just say f of 15 equals 65. That's okay? We're going to try this again. Y equals 3x minus 16. How do we write that as a function? An f of x function. How would we write that? F of x, yep, f of x. 3x minus 16. Is this really tough? All it is you're going to say f of whatever our variable is, f of x, is going to equal 3x minus 16. Now, if the variable was n, we just say 3n minus 16. Does that make sense? So f of n would equal 3n minus 16. Same thing here, we would just substitute 25 in, so we'd say f of 25. So that'd be 3 times 25 minus 16. 3 times 25 is 75. Minus 16, let's see, if we subtract 6, that'd be 69. So 16 would be 59. So we'd say f of 25 equals 59. Okay? The reason that we're doing this is because today we're going to have to write, for our assignment, we're going to have to write using function notation. So we're going to write a lot of f of n functions, and n is just going to be the number of the term that we're on. Okay? Does anyone have any questions about this? I know it's not on your note sheet anywhere, but hopefully you found some space to write it so that you guys can remember this. It should look somewhat familiar to you. Most Algae 1 classes talk about it. Okay. Again, what we're doing is our objective is basically to find the difference in the sequence, use the difference to write the rule. It's a big review of what we did yesterday. Here's the sequence. If it's written in a table form, it looks like this. We notice that this goes minus 5, minus 5, minus 5, etc., all the way over like so, each time stepping down by 5. So the difference between them is always a negative 5. So the rule is going to be negative 5 plus something. Okay? Now, you could also write it like this, negative 5 plus c, negative 5, I'm sorry, negative 5n plus c. You could write that way. I'm not a big fan of this stuff here because I think it's a little complicated, and I've seen students really mess this up. Okay? So what they say is, hey, if you write it this way, then all you have to do is substitute in like any of these points. Like they say, hey, let's substitute this first one in. 1 would be the n, 7 would be the answer for it, and you can kind of simplify and get to 12. I think that's kind of a complicated way of doing this. The way that I taught you, remember yesterday, was just to go back one step. It is the 0th term. Let's see, we have to add 5, add 5, add 5. What would this be? That's 12. So that's how we get the plus 12 at the end. Okay? So I think 0th term is a lot easier, and 0th is a real word, in case you're curious on that. 0th term, it just is what comes before the first term. It's 2 before the second term. It's the 0th term. Okay? First example here. What's going on here? What's this rule? Yeah, we're adding 1, so we add 1 each time. So what will the next one be? Negative 1, then. Okay, we got 3. We're adding 1 each time, so our rule is going to be 1 times n. Okay, what's our 0th term? Yeah, if we go back 1, we basically have to subtract 1, subtract 1, subtract 1. So it'd be negative 5, so we write 1n minus 5. Now here's the question. Do we need a 1 right there? No. No. 1 times n is just n, so probably the best thing to write down is n minus 5, okay? Hold on though. The best thing to write down is going to be to write in function notation, f of n equals n minus 5. We're going to show you in just a little while when we're going to use this actual f of n part of it. But I think it's a good habit to get into. Start writing that in function notation. That's what your assignment's actually going to ask you. And does that really change it a whole lot? No, it's just a function in terms of n. It should be okay. Is it tough? Okay. Next one. Let's see. Looks like we're adding 4 each time. Is that right? So what comes next? And then, and then, and then, and then. Okay. Sweet. What's the 0th term? Yeah, negative 3. Okay, so we're actually just going back 1 more step. So it's like this. You're going from 9, so you subtract 4 to get 5, subtract 4 to get 1, subtract 4 to get negative 3. So because we're going up by 4 each time, that's 4n. Because our 0th term is negative 3, we'll write negative 3. And before all that, we'll just write f of n equals 4n minus 3. Okay, boss? Yes, sir. We will have like 7 of these for our homework problems, yes.
Well, would you want us to put the 0th term on it?
Yeah, I think that's showing your work. Just like writing plus 4 here is like showing your work. And that's a good habit to get into. Why don't you guys try this one on your own? Part C. Hopefully there's a little bit of room at the bottom. You guys try it on your own. I'm going to try it on my own. Don't copy after me. Do it yourself. When you're finished, take a look at the board, see if you got what I got. If you did, yeah. If not, no. Yeah. Okay. Again, what we're doing is we're going up, down by 2 each and every single time. So we should have negative 3, negative 5, negative 7, negative 9, negative 11. Because we're going down by 2 each time, that gives us the negative 2. Okay? If we trace this back from 3, our step was negative 1, plus 2 is 1, plus 2 is 3, plus 2 more would be 5. That'd be our 0th term. That's how we get the 5. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's try this. I'm just going to back this up just a little tiny bit here. How do you get from negative 11 to negative 9? Add 2. How do you get here? 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 Add 2. How do you get here? So how do you think you're going to get here? So there's 5. Just add 2 every single time. Whatever the pattern is, you're sort of doing the reverse because you're basically going back 1 step. Okay? Good. Thanks for asking because I'm sure someone else in the room had that same question. They do every single year, so you're all right. Okay? We're doing the same thing here. The only thing they're going to add here is they're going to say, now find the 15th term of the sequence. Okay? So find the 15th term of the sequence. Ty Richardson, what's going on here? Can you help us out with this? Oh yeah, we're subtracting 2. Sounds familiar. And then what? Subtracting 2, so what would this next term be? Negative 3, then what? Don't tell them. What's next? Okay. Oh yeah. So good. Okay. If we were to trace this back, what would our 0th term be? Okay, well, let's try this. Watch this. Okay, Ty, nobody tell him. How did, no. How did we get from here to here? Add what? Oh, how did we get from here to here? How do you get from here to here? Here? What do you think we're going to do in order to get here? We're going to add 2, so what's 3 plus 2? 5. Do you know how to do that now? Yeah. Excellent, thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to write a rule, Ty. F of n equals something. What's the rule going to be? Don't say add 2, because that's not right anymore. What's the rule? Ty? Okay. That's the trouble with me erasing stuff here. Remember that we had to subtract 2 to go this way, right? Okay? So what goes first is we write negative 2n. Okay? It's always negative 2 because that's what we do every single time as we go from the beginning to the end. Okay? And then we write our 0th term. So what's our 0th term? Okay. This is the exact same example we just did about 2 seconds ago. It's right here. Right there. Just so you know, it's the exact same one, which is not a big deal. The only thing that we do here is we're actually adding one more step on here. So this is the first part of the answer. Okay? The second part of the answer is we have to actually calculate this for the 15th term. The term is represented by n. All we're doing here is wherever we see an n, we're going to replace it with a 15. So this is pronounced f of 15 equals, so let's put this in. So negative 2 times 15 plus 5. Ty? What's negative 2 times 15? Negative 30? What's negative 30 plus 5, Ty? I'm sorry, what was that?
Negative 35.
That's really close. You're about 10 off. So it's negative 30, and you're going to add 5.
Oh, it's negative.
Negative 25. There you go. Okay? These would be our 2 answers here. These are going to have 2 answers. So basically here's your function, that's 1 answer. Here's your actual, the 15th term would be negative 25. Okay? What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to just extend this table and go, okay, well, the 9th one's going to be this, the 10th one's going to be this, the 11th one's going to be this. Don't do that. It would get to your answer, but probably on a test I'm going to say, what's the 200th term? And there's not going to be enough paper for you to do that. Okay? Just use the rule. It's like 2 or 3 steps here. Though that might be easy to do mathematically, don't do that, okay? Do this instead. Is that all right? Does anyone have any questions as of now?
No.
You want to do the next one?
Not really.
Not really? You're going to do either this one or the next one. Which one do you want to do? I'll do this one, okay? What's the rule here? What's going on?
3.
You add 3. Add 3, so what's the next term?
10.
10, then?
13.
Oh, yeah.
16.
You're so smart.
19.
Getting smarter.
22.
Oh, yeah. Way to show off. Okay, what's the 0th term?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Yeah, I'm really glad you didn't say you didn't know how to do that. Which is fine if you don't, because I would like to teach you. Okay? If I was to write this is pronounced f of n equals f of n. Can you say that? F of n equals?
F of n equals
Okay, and what's it going to equal?
negative 2.
Oh, start with these guys first.
Plus 3. I mean, negative positive 3 again.
So 3n,
Plus negative 2.
and so we just want to say minus 2, right? You don't say plus negative 2. You could if you wanted, but this is probably more elegant and more accepted universally. Okay, great job. Do you want to do the second part of it? Or you want to pass it on to somebody else? Pass it on. Austin! If you can do this, yesterday's going to be really easy. We're just going to do the 15th term. So this is f of 15. Can you say f of 15? F of 15. What is that going to equal?
3 and 15.
Sounds good. What's 3 times 15?
45.
45 minus 2? 43. So we will say our final answer, f of 15 equals 43. Everybody say that? F of 15 equals 43? That was about 90% of the class. I want 100% of the class. F of 15 equals 43.
F of 15 equals 43.
That was close. That was close. Who does not want to do the next one? Huh, I think someone will figure this out. Mitchell, who do you want to do that last one? Someone that really needs help doing this, maybe. That would be. Not someone who's great at this. Connie, since Mitchell's not helping, Connie, you gotta tell us. Connie knows how to do this though, so she's. Connie, what's going on over here? Subtract 5. Are we doing the same thing here? Okay. So if we subtract 5 more, what's that going to be there? Negative 13, yep. Subtract 5 more. These are weird numbers. Negative 18, subtract 5 more. Okay, subtract 3 more. Or 5 more, sorry. Negative 28. And 3 more. Negative 33. Great job. Okay, so it's subtracting 5 each time. What would our 0th term be? So we're going to have to do the opposite of subtracting 5. Adding 5. Would be 7. So it subtracts 5 going that way. This way we have to add 5. So that's 7. So Connie, what's our rule? And tell me the function notation. Tell me how to pronounce it as well. It's going to be awesome what she does. Did you say minus 7 or plus 7? Plus 7, because this is a positive 7 here. Okay, now I need this beginning stuff. How do you pronounce that? I haven't written down how to pronounce it, but remember? No, okay. That's how you pronounce this. Yeah, it's pronounced F of N. That's how it's pronounced. Just so you guys know. F of N. F of N. This kind of that was really good. Nice work. What else can I think of here? Christine! How do we find the 15th term? Very well pronounced. That was good. Okay. That's a pretty big number. You know what that is? That's negative 75. It's either going to be 68 or it's going to be 82. Negative 68. Okay. Can you guys handle that? Is that okay? Okay. What's the only difference between this and this? There's no boxes. Do you need boxes to do this? Not really. Check this out. Plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, the F of N equals 3N. And if I subtract 3 going this way, it means I'm going to be at 2, so I'll be right there. If I need to find the 15th term, I just say F of 15 equals 3 times 15. 3 times 15 plus 2. Come on. 3 times 15 plus 2, which is 45, plus 2 equals 47. I would need you to circle that as well as that. Can you guys handle that? Is it taking too long? Do you want me to do it even faster?
No.
No. All right. Try the last one, guys, on your own. I just want to make sure you guys can all do this on your own. After we're done with this, guys, I'm going to pass back your quizzes. There's still about 2 people in this room that have not taken their quiz, so I'll need them to either step in the hallway or step in the hallway and take their quiz while we're going over those. And I'm seriously on the last page of your tests right now. Like, I've graded all but this very last page with all the identifying things, and this is taking me a little while. I think if I'm really good and you guys are well behaved during class, I should be able to finish and hopefully get them back to you today in class as well. Okay? As long as I can do it, that'll be awesome. Like, I think it'll take less than 20 minutes. Okay? So let's see. Nick, what's going on here? Adding 6. Nice job. Okay. So what's our rule gonna be? Minus, yeah, we have to subtract 6, so that'd be minus 16. That sounds good. And when you calculated this, you said f of 15 equals this. Did you figure out the final answer here? It's kind of a big number, isn't it? I think that's 90 minus 16. Which is 74. Yes, it is. So f of 15 equals 74, just like so. Is that okay? Are you guys okay with this process? I'm hoping I'm not going to throw anything new at you guys. I do need 2 answers for these problems, though. I do need the f of n, that's actual function, as well as basically your f of 15 or f of whatever it asks. Will you always do 15? No, sometimes they'll say the 25th term. Sometimes they'll say the 200th term. But you guys will know what to do.